What is up, everyone? Today I was going to bring you a video about how to obtain every current secret that's in anime Vanguards. There is a lot of them, as you can see on screen. I'm scrolling through. I'm going to be showing you where you can obtain all of them. Some of them I might not have gameplay for because I may have already grinded them out, or I just don't want to go get gameplay for it. So yeah, I'm going to show you where to get every single current secret, everyone that you just saw in that list I scrolled through. And if you guys wouldn't mind, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. We're on that journey to 2,000 subscribers and we're getting pretty decently close, so I'd love to do that very soon. Thank you guys so much, and let's jump into the video. Alright, so here we are. We're in game. Out of that list I showed you guys at the start of the video, I'm going to go in order from oldest to newest. So I'm going to have timestamps down below. You guys can skip ahead if you're curious, like, hey, where do I get this secret? Where do I get this secret? You can skip ahead to this. Now, just keep in mind as well, this is every currently available secret. So if somebody's not available anymore, or they were limited, they were world lines, or they were a portal, I'm not going to be covering them. So just keep that in mind. But starting off with our first secret, we have Igris. So Igris is actually really unique because there's actually two ways of obtaining him, and one of them is obviously way easier than the other. Now the first and easiest way to getting Igris is right up here at boss events. If you teleport up here, you'll see that there's a boss event for Saber on right now, right? Every week at the bottom, you see there's time remaining. Every week they will rotate. There is a Sakuna raid, a Saber boss rush, and an Igris boss rush. The Igris boss rush is where you would pick up Igris. It's the same thing as all the other ones. It's a 2% drop, so it's pretty easy. Now the second way you get Igris is right over here. If you go to Create Match and then Double Dungeon, go to Legend Stages at the bottom, and click Double Dungeon Act 3. You can see there is a 0.75 chance to get Igris. This is where you get his evolution currency as well. Get some EXP items, essence stones, gems, everything else. Thankfully, they have unit drop pities now, so it is a lot easier to get these characters. Even though 200 is still insane, it's way easier, so yeah. Alright, next secret I want to show you guys is Alucard. You can see I have Alucard, just ignore his stats, they're horrible. But Alucard's also fairly simple to get. You just run over to banner and you press index. And you can see right here, there is a 0.04% chance to pull Alucard from the banner. Once you do, it'll be super obvious. There will be like a ginormous animation that plays, and it's unskippable, so you guys can't skip it on accident. So that is how you get that. Alright, next secret we have is Gojo. Gojo is also very one-dimensionally simple. If you come over to the story area and then jump into one of these pods, go to Shibuya Station Infinite. Go to Shibuya Station Infinite, and it doesn't show up here for some reason, but there is a chance for something called Cursed Fingers to drop from this stage. Now this isn't the only place you can actually get Cursed Fingers. It's just like Igris. They made a second way, which is also pretty easy. It's right over here. In this shop, if you go to Curse Shop, you can see this is where all this is. These are the Cursed Fingers I'm talking about. You get them from Shibuya Infinite, and you also get them from Boss Rush. If you run it over to this shop, you can see there's an item called 6 Eyes, and these are the items that you need to evolve Gojo. So basically, you just have to do the Infinite, get these 6 Eye items, and then you can get your Gojo evolved and everything like that. Also, if you're wondering where you get Gojo, he's on banner, so you just pull him off a banner. Alright, so next secret is actually Sakuna Itadori. So you can see I actually don't have him evolved because I never went back and did it. There is rumors of him getting a Vanguard in the future, so that's actually pretty big. But Itadori himself is a banner unit. You could just rip him off banner. He's very easy. And you're going to notice a theme with these first few ones. But to get Sakuna, you have to wait until the Sakuna boss rush is available and able to play. You can see right here. So you need 20 Cursed Fingers, which obviously you can get. These are the things you need. You need 85 King of Curses kills. So that means you need to bring Itadori with you into that boss rush to get the kills. So actually I can evolve him. I was just being stupid. I guess I can evolve him. I'm not going to do that right now because it's a little expensive, but this is how you evolve Sakuna. Now the next secret, Valentine, is very simple. He's actually just a banner unit. He's right on banner right now, but you could just pull him off banner. He's a standard mythic, and then once you do pull him, you run over to here and you can evolve him with completed Holy Corpse. You need 7,500 takedowns. To get that, you need to come up to raids right up here. It's in the bottom left corner. and you'll see there's a shop right here called Steel Ball Run. You need to enter the shop and you need to buy both of these items right here. You need to buy the Holy Corpse Arms and the Holy Corpse Eyes. Once you're done with that, you can get the coins from this map, and I believe his other item also drops from this stage. So yeah, once you have all those items, you can combine them, get his evolution item, and then boom, you're done. You got Valentine evolved. Okay, so the next secret is actually a little challenging yet. So you can see Saber here. I have a skin on her, that's why she looks a little different. But Saber has a very weird secret. For Black Tyrant Saber, I'm going to go in game just so I can show you guys because it is a little confusing. So once you're in the Saber boss rush, this is a giant cutscene that you'll get, but you just got to ignore all of this. So you're going to have to play this boss rush just like normal. I'm waiting to get out of this cutscene so I can show you guys what you have to do. There she is, by the way, if you want to look at what she looks like. It's like kind of loading, but yeah. Okay, here she is. This is the Saber secret, Saber alternate, I believe is what she called. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is just play this raid just like normal, but with the Sabers that you bring, you need to place your Sabers right here behind the enemy spawn portal. You have to, because there's a chance that when a boss spawns, I believe, that they can corrupt your Saber, and then at the end of your run, okay, I just fell into like lava there, but at the end of your run, you will get Saber Tyrant just instantly. It's a chance, I believe, so, and I'm under the map. Alright, we're gonna go back to lobby. That's basically all you have to do for Saber. It's just a random chance. Okay, so next unit we have is Sakura. You can see her like crying here. I forgot this is what she looks like before you evolve her, but all you have to do is very simple yet again. These early secrets are really easy to get, but run over to the boss event. You can see 2% drop. That's all you got to do. And there's a 75 drop pity. These are the items you need to evolve her. So definitely go pick these up. They're also in the legacy shop, so if you have a bunch of those, you could just grab them there as well. All you need is her item, some kills, and assist. Alright, so the next secret I do not have. The next, I'd say, couple secrets I don't have, just because I wasn't really playing during that time in the game, but we're going to run over here. Next secret we have is Yamamoto. Basically, all you do is you run over to the Bleach map, and you do Act 3. That's it. That's all you need to do. You get his evolution item just by playing the stage, and Yamamoto is just a drop from the stage. He has 200 unit drop pity for some reason, and yeah, that's all you gotta do. Very simple. So the next secret is a little bit more complicated. The next secret is Yhwach. So Yhwach, all you have to do is run over to this raid shop right here, which a lot of you guys see. You can see at the top of your screen, it says Global Event Rift Spawns in 1 hour and 37 minutes. Basically, every week, this shop is going to shift between two secrets, Astolfo and Yhwach. When it's Yhwach, whenever a rift spawns, you can go into the rift and you'll have a chance to get Yhwach just as a drop. Same for Astolfo. They are literally the exact same obtainment methods. You can also spawn your own rift with this item right here in the shop. It instantly drops a rift in the lobby. It's definitely worth doing. And then vow stones, if you just get super unlucky and you just can't get the characters to drop with pity, this just instantly gives you the character in your inventory. So the next secret we're gonna have here is Aizen. Aizen is where secrets in this game start getting... Alright, I apologize, I had to go do something, but I was saying Aizen's right around where they started making these secrets like kind of really hard and annoying to get. So when you pull Aizen off banner, he's gonna look like this. He's gonna be in the little chair, and instantly when you pull him, when you check your inventory, let's see where it is, you'll get locked prison chair. All you have to do is hover over this, and it says sacrifice 3 evolved almighty invasion units. Basically, you do that. So like you see I pressed use here, you see 4 bleach units basically. This is all this means. All you gotta do is just pull 3 bleach units off banner and evolve them. It's not that bad. It's a little annoying to do, but it's not like super bad. And once you do that, you'll be given the prison chair item, and then you can just evolve your Aizen and you're done with Aizen. Okay, so next secret you can still obtain is going to be Evil Boo. So Evil Boo, don't know, his gimmick is that he can just transform like super, like he can just do it I think 5-6 times, which is crazy. Now Boo is also very easy to get, or easy to obtain. The rates aren't super easy, but basically if you run over to any of these Marshall Island stages, any of the story or any of the legend stage, I suggest grinding the legend stages ones because they're a lot easier, getting all these items done and things like that. But basically you run these stages and just randomly on the map. The portal will always spawn in the same location every single time. It's at the end of the track where your base is. It'll say on your screen that a portal has spawned. Now this is super easy to miss, so make sure if you're grinding these stages you're looking out for it. And when you run over to pick up that portal, it will just instantly start it. The portal is super easy, so don't be afraid of failing it, but that is how you get Boo. Once you do that, it just gives you the unit instantly, there's no chance. And it gives it to everyone who's in your lobby. So if you're grinding this with 3 other of your friends, and the portal drops, you're all grinding together, you're all gonna get Boo. It's all guaranteed. Now, the next one is how do you get Vegito? This came from the same update. Basically, all you gotta do is just pull this Goku off of banner, Mythic Angel Goku, and you're gonna need to get these items called Patara Earrings. Patara Earrings. So these are also pretty simple to get. I'll actually show you guys real quick where they spawn because I do remember. Alright, so for this first Patara Earring, it is very, very simple. Basically, when you start up any of the 6 story maps, you're going to see something on the bottom of your screen. So like, let me press vote start, where it says match skip, it will say a Patara Earring has spawned. It'll be in purple, it'll be very obvious. Basically, in these little stands right here, there will be a little Patara Earring on the ground. When I say little, I mean it is very little. So keep your eyes out for it. It should be on one of these sides, like of these little buildings right here. There's only 3 sides it can spawn on, so here, the 2 other sides I showed you. Next, let me go show you where the second Patara Earring is. So for the second Patara Earring, it spawns on any 3 of these legend stages. You can do any 3 of them, just start any one. So once you spawn in, you're going to run all the way up to the top of this hill, and right here, it will literally just be sitting on this ledge right here on the ground. Now, if you want a little cheat, you guys could just keep pressing restart match till it spawns. This is what I did, I think, for all of my Pataras, so it should be pretty easy. Here, I'll show you guys. Let's see if we can get one real quick. Alright, so I just gave up because I couldn't get it. It's not that bad of a drop, as I said, but I don't want to just sit there and forever and get something I don't need. But yeah, that's how you get it. The next secret is going to be Sid. So Sid's kind of the same thing. You run up to raids and you'll see over here to the right, you jump into one of these pods and you'll see the Ruined City map. This is how you get Sid. You have Act 1 and you have Act 2. Act 2 is only 50 for a Sid dupe, which is very easy. And then Act 1's 150 for a Sid dupe. These are very easy to get. Literally all you gotta do is just play this. You get Sid, you get a very OP familiar, and then when you're done, you run to the raid shop, do Ruined City, and then boom, Sid's item, you're done. Alright, next unit we have is Elphelt. Elphelt is just like Boo, so you're going to be doing any of the stories or any of the legend stages. Here, I'll go show them all for you real quick. So yeah, any of these stories right here, or any of these legend stages right here, there will be a chance for a portal to spawn on the map. It's always going to spawn right at your base, so it's going to be pretty easy to get. It's just like Boo, very easy. It's just, you got to get lucky in it actually dropping. Alright, so our next secret is going to be Baiken. Baiken from Guilty Gear. You can see I have her, she's one of my monarchs. I got very lucky with her, which I'm very happy, but Baiken is probably the hardest secret in the game to obtain. So first what you have to do is run to the legend stages, go to Shining Castle, and you have to do Act 4. So you may be seeing, okay, this item's only a 50% chance. That's not that hard. Well, they make this very hard. This is not an easy stage to clear. You can see it only takes 6 minutes, which is good, but this stage is very hard to clear. That's the whole point. But once you get that bottle, you can see I already have an extra one. You're going to get a bottle that gives you quests, just like Aizen's chair. And I think there are 4 stages of quests. There's ranked wins. You have to beat that EX stage 10 times. You have to beat every single boss from Guilty Gear. And then you have to get 10 ranked wins, which you could obviously see right here. And once you do all that, you just use the bottle and then boom, Baiken's straight in your inventory. It is very straightforward in what you have to do. It's just there's a lot of steps with what you have to do. So it's not super easy, but it's not like disgustingly difficult. Alright, so next one is going to be Astolfo. You run over to the Rift shop and you can see her right here. Same thing. It just drops from the rifts. All you have to do is just play rifts. You get Astolfo. Very easy. You have the Val Stone, so if you get like destroyed, you just can't get her. Just use the Val Stone. You'll instantly get Astolfo. Just remember that it resets every single week, so it's going to switch between Astolfo and Yhwach. You have 5 days as of recording this left with Astolfo, so make sure you get that done if you're trying to get her. Alright, so the second to last secret I'm going to show you guys is going to be Rimiru. So I have Rimiru already, Rimiru evolved, super easy character to get. With the newest update came the spring event, and basically there's going to be these portals that you can grab from the spring shop all the way to the back of play. You do these spring portals, and you can see right here, once you get up to tier 10 with the spring portals, you have a 0.5% chance to get that secret portal right there. And once you get the secret portal, you just instantly get Rimiru. You just do the portal, boom, you get Rimiru, you're done. Super easy, nothing you really would have to struggle with. And now for our final secret in the game that's obtainable is going to be Conquest and Invincible. This one's also very simple and very easy. All you have to do is run over to World Mines, get to floor 50, and on floor 50 you'll see right here, boom, you get Invincible just for doing it. Hopefully you guys get a shiny if you do it too, because this shiny is amazing. And yeah, that's every single secret you can obtain in Anime Vanguards. That's how you obtain them all, that's how you get them all. I'm sorry I didn't have them all to show for you guys, but there is a lot of characters that you can grab. So if you're confused about anything, please let me know in the comments. If you need help with anything, make sure you join my Discord, which is in my description down below. There's going to be tons of people in there that are also playing Anime Vanguards and also playing these anime tower defense games, so make sure you go join that. And thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.